My name's Ben Freeston. I've spent the bulk of my adult life building surf forecast systems for surfers through magicseaweed.com and now through surfline.com. Lotus is really the name we give to the sort of suite of technologies we've been building at Surfline for 20 plus years that are aimed to give surfers an idea of what's happening in the ocean. If you imagine what Sean Collins was doing as a surf forecaster 3 decades ago, you see a storm out in the ocean and you try and calculate how big the waves are, how long they'll take to travel to your beach. So that's the first thing that Lotus is doing. It's constantly monitoring the globe to work out where storms are making waves. It's then tracking those waves as they move away from that storm towards the coast. And then crucially, as they get into shallow water towards the beach and they stand up and get ready to break, we're using machine learning there to work out how the swell in deep water will translate to surf on the beach. Likewise, we've got our trained team of surf forecasters observing the conditions. They're able to provide corrections and observations so that the numbers we deliver to you as a forecast for that spot are accurate. Lots of weather agencies distribute data on the internet, but something that makes Lotus different is we really care about what happens right at the beach. And to do that, we've got to have really detailed maps of the run up to the beach, bathymetry. So we collect that really enthusiastically for spots all over the world. And that's part of what makes the data that we give you very unique to Surfline as a company. Every time you open the Surfline app, you're seeing the output of Lotus in almost every piece of data and information you get. So from the home screen, when we give you a surf height, this is typically derived from Lotus. Now, if our human forecast team have observed the surf, you'll see that number updated with the observation. When you see our 16-day forecast, you're really looking at what Lotus is expecting the surf to do over the next 16 days. And alongside that, you'll see guidance from our forecast team interpreting the data, correcting the data, and giving you an understanding of exactly what will be happening. If you see something there that doesn't look right, we have our forecast feedback feature. Tell us when you surfed, tell us what didn't go right. That forecast feedback is constantly fed back to our team such that we can improve the forecasts at your beach. I mean, that's a really important part of the cycle. This is what Surfline has always done. We're constantly assessing the quality of the system and making sure we're improving it. Sean Collins, our founder, was really prescient in keeping detailed, careful observations of the surf 35 years ago. And every report, every observation that Surfline has done since has been meticulously logged. It's the equivalent of something like 1,000 years of one person's daily surf observations. And that, when we use it to train our machine learning system, gives Surfline a really unique ability to be accurate, not with what the swell's doing 5 miles out to sea, but with what the surf's doing on the beach you care about.